and welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. And welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then, don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run, so you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. And welcome to this Zwift Run live stream. My name is Stephen. I'm a Zwift ambassador, a community run leader and your host today. There's a countdown clock up there showing how long to go before the start of the main event, so you've probably got time to tidy the kitchen, take the trash out and grab yourself a drink before we get going. If you've never seen Zwift before, it's an online game where athletes from all over the world train, compete against and socialise with each other live and in real time. All you need to take part is a foot pod, an internet connection, access to a treadmill and a device on which to run the Zwift app. You can use a computer, an iPad, an iPhone, a high-end Android device. Zwift even works on Apple TV. If you have a smart treadmill, you don't even need a foot pod, as your treadmill will send your speed direct to Zwift. Once you've logged in and made sure your equipment is connected, you can join others live for structured group workouts or social runs. You could do a solo workout or take part in one of the many in-game challenges. You could also pit yourself against people from all over the world in a race. There are various Zwift worlds. Some are based on existing places like London, New York, Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia and Harrogate in the UK. But the biggest world is the fictional Watopia, where you can run in glass tunnels underwater, through the middle of a volcano, in a jungle, up to the top of a snow-capped mountain and on country trails. Watopia is where the Zwift developers let their imagination fly. Like any computer game, the more you run, the higher up the levels you climb and the more virtual goodies you require. If you're a regular treadmill runner, Zwift is going to transform your training. If you're a hater, Zwift is going to change the way you think about indoor running. Before we go any further, if you're watching on YouTube, please click that subscribe button and the bell icon so you're notified every time we go live on this channel. If you're watching on Facebook, please click the like button on the Film My Run page. Film My Run is also my other YouTube channel where I post real world runs, so if you're interested in marathons, ultra running, 10Ks or triathlons, you'll find product reviews, interviews and races over on that channel. I've been running all my life. I started running long distance races in 2011 when I ran my first half marathon, and that was followed a year later by my first marathon in Paris. I've run the Paris Marathon every year since and have now run well over 100 marathons and ultras. I started using Zwift at the beginning of 2015 when indoor cycling and smart trainers really took off. In the early days, I held the long distance record for cycling of 500 kilometres on Zwift for about 48 hours. And when running started in 2016, I was the first person to run a marathon on Zwift. So if you have any questions about Zwift, if I don't know the answer, I probably know somebody who does. Okay, so now you can go and take the trash out and get that drink. And make sure you keep an eye on that countdown and be back in time for the start proper. Well, go on then. Don't just sit there gawping at me. Basically, this message is going to go around in a loop again and again until the start of the run. So you may as well go and do something constructive in the meantime. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. This is Film My Run on Zwift. My name is Stephen Cousins and we are broadcasting live around the world on Facebook, on Twitch.tv, on Mixer and on YouTube. While we're getting everything set up, it would be absolutely awesome if you could go and subscribe to the Film My Run YouTube channel and also the Zwift Runs and Rides YouTube channel. You can also find us on Facebook at facebook.com/FilmMyRun, on Twitter at FilmMyRun, and you can also go to the website, which is www.filmmyrun.com. It's very nearly time, so sit back, relax, and watch me do all the hard work. Okay, welcome along. I've got the chat on. Hello, Fabian Sanchez says hi. We're with Ryan Downey for Friday Fartlek or Fartlek Friday. I'm not sure what it's called. Is it Fartlek Friday or Friday Fartlek? We're off in a minute, 1 minute. Ryan is the run leader. We also have a back marker. So the run leader is the yellow beacon. The back marker is the pink, red beacon. And this is, although it's a workout, it's not a structured workout. So if you saw Wednesday workout with Mike McCarthy, similar kind of thing. All the instructions will be given by the group leader, who will call them out on text. So we'll get texts telling us what to do next. So we're going to warm up and 10 kilometres an hour Here we go. So you see the red marker there is the back marker, the yellow marker is the group leader. There are a few of us running, it's nice. Goran, hello buddy, hello to you. And we're running for 30 minutes, half an hour's worth of running. Ryan Downey says, welcome to Friday Fartlek. And the idea is that we stick as near to Ryan as we can and follow his instructions. I forgot to turn my fan on. John Austin, thank you very much for your ride on.
Ride on!
So we've had an update overnight. I don't know if you were watching this morning when I ran. Tried to test out the new update. Unfortunately, it doesn't seem like the new update has done what it said it was going to do. So we're playing Chase the Leader today. And Ryan's going to explain exactly how we do that. Peter Denny, thank you for your ride on. So we just need to keep watching the screen for instructions and Ryan will tell us what to do. Carol Rushworth is running with us today. Nice to see Carol out. And quite a few pack regulars. Thanks for that ride on, whoever that was, I missed that one. Oh no! Right, I've got to change something quickly. Keeps doing that, I don't know why. Oh no, that's the wrong one still. There we are. Okay, so when your text messages come through on the screen, they'll come through properly. As soon as you catch, please slow to this pace. Right, so Gabriella Kiriakou, thank you for your ride on.
Ride on!
So I may have just missed a bit of instruction when I was messing about there. If you are a fast runner, go last. Okay. I may go in the middle. I'm not going to be fast. If you are slow, go straight away. Okay. Fabian says, have a nice Friday run. Thank you, Fabian. We're on the 5k loop in Watopia. So this is the run-only path. Goran, thank you for the ride on.
Ride on!
And Hanson, thank you too. So I'll start at 11 kilometers per hour first, which means you'll need to go faster to catch. Do you know what? I think I've missed the first part of this instruction. After each round, we'll recover for a minute. I missed the first part, didn't I? Yes, Ryan. How long do we leave it before we start chasing you? I missed the first bit. I hope he's listening to my stream. He may well not be. He's probably concentrating on leading the run. Carl said Ryan's cracking the whip, and Goran said this could be interesting. Leader will go first with a 15-second lead, and then go, and then on my go, you'll go. And Ryan says he is listening to the stream. And also, Jonathan, I haven't brought my phone in with me, so I haven't got the companion app. Rubbish. So, as usual, Stephen is flying by the seat of his pants. No idea what's going on. And we'll just follow. So Ryan is going to go at 11 kilometers per hour. And then he's going to call, and he's going to say, well, he's saying wait at the moment. And then he's going to call. If you're a faster runner, you go later. Betterman, thanks for the ride on. So let's just see what happens. Right. Does that mean you've gone, or does that mean we go? Right, I'm going to let Ryan go for a bit. D Wood, thanks for the ride on. Right, and now I'm going to go and try and catch him up. I think this is what I'm doing. I think this is right. Peter Denny says, if I was organised, it wouldn't be half as much fun to watch. See, I do it deliberately just for your entertainment. So, we are 1 second behind Ryan. Trying to catch him, and we've got him, so back down to 10. Just a bit slower, just to make sure Ryan catches. So no doubt in a minute we'll go. So he's going to speed up, basically. He's going to go faster, isn't he? Streslak, thank you for your ride on. Carl, I don't know. Yes, probably. It does mean he goes. It does mean he's the slowest. He's the leader, but he's also the slowest, so he has to go first. But that gives him the advantage, you see. Right, he's going at 11.5 kilometres an hour. So off he goes, and then we have to leave it at least 15 seconds. So off he goes. This is quite fun, isn't it? And then we have to try and catch him. So we'll leave it a bit longer. Right, he's telling everyone to go now. So the slower runners go to catch him up. Faster runners just wait a little bit longer. So Ryan is 6 seconds ahead. Okay, so now we'll go. So we'll go up to 13 or 14 or something. Let's go to 14. So he's 5 seconds ahead. 4 seconds ahead. 3 seconds ahead. 2. He's telling everyone to recover now, so I'll just get right behind him. And there we go. So bring it right down. Let Ryan come past me again. Regroup. And there we are, back with Ryan. So presumably now he's going to go a little bit faster. And there he says, okay, a little harder again. So if you're not involved in this, if you're just watching and you think this looks interesting, check out Friday Fartlek with Ryan. Yeah, so faster runners do need to just leave it a bit longer and then pump up the pace a bit more. So we're staying behind Ryan, grouping behind Ryan. A. Shepherd from Wales, thank you very much for your ride on. You have to keep your eyes on the screen, much like Mike McCarthy's Wednesday workout. You need to keep watching the screen for the instructions. So Ryan has gone. He's already 6 seconds ahead, and we're off. We'll leave another 10 or 20 seconds. Let the slower runners go. Some of the faster runners are already going. And right, let's go. Let's pump it up to 15 and try and catch Ryan. So 15 kilometers an hour. And we'll try and bring Ryan back into sight. He is a good 8-9 seconds ahead. Seven seconds ahead. 6. 4 seconds. 1 second ahead, and there we are back to 10. Drop it down to 9 just to give myself a bit more recovery. Let Ryan come past me. There's Ryan's one in the orange headband. So back up to 10 kilometers an hour. Jonathan Cost says the faster runners clearly aren't listening. So Ryan's suggesting, do we go even harder? Two kilometers done, about 19 minutes left of the session. So we wait, it's all good. I don't want to go too much faster because I haven't got the fan on, so it's going to actually start feeling like hard work. So Ryan's off, away he goes. It's 5 seconds ahead already. Everyone else seems to have gone. I'm on my own at the back. Right, let's go now then. And let's try and catch Ryan. We'll go up to 16. Carol, that's not going to help. It's a safety issue. Get your hands off the treadmill. And there's Ryan. 1 second ahead. So we'll bring it down. Back down to 9. Let him pass us. And then back up to 10. Landis says so many tech fails today, so Landis is having problems with his tech. Carl, thanks for the ride on. Is she listening now? She will get serious verbals from me if she doesn't. If I was there may be some violence involved. Grabbing her hands and putting them in her pockets. Actually, that would probably be worse. Okay, so Smith. I've forgotten her names. P. Smith. Who's our back marker, Ryan? What's her first name? Is it Pat? Anyway. Yes, it is Pat. There you go. Carol says, cousins, shut up. Summarily told by Carol. So I'm letting them go. Again, Ryan is off. And I'll go now. So I'll go back up to 16 again. I don't want to go much faster than 16. So Ryan is 13 seconds ahead. We need to pull him in. Newton has stopped. Pat Smith, the back marker, is ahead of me. There she is. 8 seconds ahead. 7. Halfway through the session now, 15 minutes left. Normal, thank you for your ride on. Right, 2 minutes recovery now. Halfway through the session. That's good. Do you know what? That's the second time I've done that. Pat is a he. Somebody else I work with is called Pat. I work with online. I kept referring to Pat as a woman, and they told me it was a man. Apologies, Pat. Okay, so we're going to drop back as far as Carol.
Jack it up.
So we're going to rejoin Carol. Who has her hands permanently shackled away from the edges of the treadmill. Rasmussen, thanks for the ride on, buddy.
Ride on.
Carl is doing stage 7 this afternoon. Cool. I've done stage 7 twice now. Right, I'm just going to lean over and put my fan on. That's going to be better. Oh, Vidar. Vidar forgot about Friday Fartlek. Everyone is together, Vidar. So we have a group leader, which is Ryan, and a back marker, which is Pat. And we are all staying together. Landis, yes. 6 miles, 6.2 miles an hour, yes. So here we go. Ryan's off again. I need to speed up. Cousins, you're slacking. Yeah, I am a bit, aren't I? Sorry, I need to catch up. And right, there, everyone else is go. Slower runners get moving. Faster runners just hold it for a minute. So I can't see Ryan. I can't see how far away he is. So I'm going to go now again.
Jack it up.
Let's go to 16 again. Oh, well done, Goran. Goran got a 5k PB on stage 7. And up to 10 kilometers per hour. Michael Hasser, thank you for your ride on.
Ride on.
Ty Van Werden, thank you for your run on. I must get a recording of somebody saying run on that I can press instead of...
Ride on.
Instead of that, I can have somebody saying run on. And Ty says a sweet tank top. Thank you very much. You can buy them on the Zwift store. Zwift tops, t-shirts, and vests, and socks, and caps. So Ryan's off. And let's go get him. 16 again. Have I gone too early? 11 seconds ahead. No, that's all right. Two seconds ahead. There he is. Pull it back. Recovery. 10 kilometers per hour, 6.2 miles an hour. Jonathan Costa says, haven't I got a synthesizer I can create the sound on? Well, I prefer, I think, just to get a Victoria to do it or something.
Nice.
So, and again, Ryan's going to go in a minute. In fact, he's going now. So we'll let him get about 10 seconds ahead. Go for the slower runners to catch up. Jonathan, go and make the coffee, says Carol. I tried oat milk today in my coffee. I quite like it when I get it from a coffee shop, but I actually made it myself today. That's quite good. 9 minutes of the session left. Let's go and get Ryan. 16 kilometers an hour. Ryan is 11 seconds ahead. And Ryan calls out recovery. Bring it down. Oh, one more and then I'll spice it up, says Ryan. What has he got under his sleeve? He's gonna go 30 seconds ahead, isn't he? And ask us to catch him from that far back, so it'll be a long interval. So back up to 10 kilometers per hour. We have to wait while Ryan goes off. And back markers go. What's the schedule for Monday for the week? Monday Run Club, yes, I think so. Although this week we Vidar, I have to catch up with Tour de Zwift. So I've got Tour de Zwift 4 and Tour de Zwift 5 to do. Carol is toast.
I'm toast.
And time for me to go now. 16 kilometers per hour. Me saying toast, I can now actually smell toast. That's psychological, isn't it? Zuniga, thank you for your ride on.
Ride on.
So let's catch Ryan. 10 seconds ahead he is. Nice shot of the run route and the bike roads. Miguel Casado from Spain, thank you. And we've got him. So bring it back. Good game, Ryan. Good game. Enjoying this. 6 minutes to go. What has Ryan got up his sleeve? Well done, Carol. You're doing great. Just keep it up. Don't worry about the pace. Just do your own thing. Keep working hard. Doing a good job. So, right with Ryan now. Let's see what he's going to do next. 5 minutes of the session left to go. 500 meter sprint at any pace. Go. 500 meters. Okay, we'll do that at 15. So, we need to get to 5.1 kilometers. Thank you for your ride on. Don't forget to subscribe, guys. Zwift Live. Simon Moon, thank you. 300 metres to go. $200 metres to go. $100 left. Heart rate is 160 now. Zone 4. Working fairly hard. Boom! 500 metres done. So slowing it down. Back to 10 kilometers per hour. 3 minutes of the session left. Good work, Ryan. Nice session. Nice session. Rob Harrison, thanks for the ride on, buddy.
Ride on!
Enjoyed that. Well done, everybody who took part. Apologies for referring to Pat as a woman. Victor Klingvis, thank you for your ride on. It's so easy to get set up for Zwift running. All you need are a few things. Firstly, access to a treadmill. Either at home or at the gym, it doesn't matter what kind of treadmill you use, any treadmill will work with Zwift. Next, you need a foot pod, preferably a Bluetooth foot pod, and the most popular ones to use at the moment are the Zwift Pod or the Stride. Then simply download the Zwift app onto any of these devices. So, a Mac, a PC, an iPhone, an iPad, an Android phone, Zwift even works on Apple TV. Pair your foot pod in the app, possibly add a heart rate monitor if you like, and that's it. You're all set up for Zwift running. So, just dropping some ride-ons to everyone who took part today. Good running, everybody. Thanks to Ryan for that. Really enjoyable session. Oh, my mouse is stopping working. Did I give Carol a ride on? No. Well done, Hopkins. Saunders, good job. Run leader, Ryan Downey, always a top inspiration. Well done, buddy. Millet from Canada. Prieur from France. Well done to you. Balshaw from the UK. And Griffin from the USA. Well done to you, buddy. Good job, everybody. Bring it down to a gentle jog. Vidar says, great workout, looking forward to next Friday. Yeah, and Vidar, thanks for the ride on.
Ride on!
And there we are. Pack Friday Fartlek is done and dusted. Let's just walk it out now. So we'll walk it out to 6 kilometers probably while I chat to you. Thanks for the encouragement and for the chat on Facebook, everybody. Good stuff, thank you. Enjoyed that, Ryan. Brilliant session, well done. Nice job, enjoyed that thoroughly. And you know, it's nice to do the proper workouts where it's all structured, but it is a little bit more social. It does feel like a little bit more social to do it this way sometimes, and that's what we've all felt about the Mike McCarthy Wednesday Workout HQ edition. If you haven't tried that, have a look on the Zwift Companion app. Wednesday Workouts. He does it at 4:30 UK time, which is about 11:30 East Coast, 8:30 in the morning West Coast. So Mike McCarthy's doing it when he gets up in the morning. 5:30 European time. And it's like that. So it's a workout session, but called out on text by Mike. And the same way that Ryan was doing that there. And that's how we used to do it years ago. I say years ago, I mean, it really is years ago now. Running was a secret option in Zwift 3 years ago. So 3 years ago, 2 years ago, we didn't have group workouts. They were not a thing for running. So we had to basically type out messages ourselves to call out intervals, etc., etc. And that's how we used to do it in the olden days. So it's nice to kind of go back to that a little bit. I used to have a load of pre-written text messages all on my phone that I could just, so I didn't have to type while I was running. Balshaw, thank you very much.
Right on.
Is that Ian Balshaw? So there we are. Great stuff. Let's just keep walking. We'll get 150 more meters. Carol's next to me. Well done, Carol. I hope you're not completely toasted.
I'm toast.
You did very well, and I hope we weren't too harsh on you, telling you to get your hands off the bars of the treadmill. In all seriousness, it will be a lot better for you to just don't run too fast. So the reason you're holding onto the bars is because you're tired and you can't keep up with the treadmill belt. So don't have the belt going so fast. If you can't keep up with the run, don't worry about it. Dobber. It was Jonathan who dobbed on you. It wasn't me. I'm not with you, am I? It was Jonathan who told me. Don't have a go at me. Just go a bit slower. Go a bit slower and don't worry about what everyone else is doing. Jakobsen or Jacobson, thank you very much for your ride on.
Right on.
Right, yeah, so that's that. And the only other news to tell you, well, there's a couple of things to say. Next week, I've got to catch up on the Tour de Zwift stages 4 and 5. So some of the sessions next week will be catch up Tour de Zwift. Carol says we're both as bad as each other. McMaster, thank you for your ride on. And then I'll try and fit other sessions around that, and I will try and do some hill sessions in the mornings, as I've been doing at the beginning of the week. Nothing this weekend. I'm going to go and park run in the morning, and then Sunday I've got a long run to do with some real hills. Go and listen to Simon Schofield's Zwiftcast. Interesting annual interview with Eric Min, boss of Zwift. So go and have a listen to that. It's really worth it. There are some interesting nuggets. If you just want to skip to the end and hear what Eric says about running, that's useful. But also listen to the hardware section. I am garnering from what Eric Min says that the hardware division of Zwift are going to work on some kind of smart treadmill. So Zwift in the next 2-3 years will be producing their own treadmill, is what I'm guessing. I may be wrong. They may be working with another company. It may be something like a Yahoo treadmill or a Techno Gym stroke Zwift smart treadmill that is affordable. So there's that, but there's also Eric's vision for Zwift running long term. That they're not giving up on it. You know, they are going to keep on pushing, and users are increasing. We've seen that with Tour de Zwift. The numbers for Tour de Zwift have been fantastic, more than I think anybody predicted. Kevin, thank you for your ride on. There you go. Button didn't work for a minute. So there's all that. So listen to Simon Schofield's Zwiftcast. Also, make sure that you've downloaded the latest update. Unfortunately, it was supposed to address some issues with timing and distance, but that hasn't happened. I tried it this morning. It doesn't work, unfortunately, and it was hilarious because we had a member of the London Zwift HQ team on the chat, and he went with his tail between his legs at the end of the session because nothing that the update promised was delivered, unfortunately. But there we are. But one good thing about the update is this. Look. So if I click on menu, so click the screen, then click menu, and then we go to workouts. Look at what we get here. This is a Michigan workout. These are new workouts. Michigan 1, Michigan 2, and Michigan 3. Now, maybe what I should do is I should just... Should I end the run? No, I can't end the run. I should stop walking, I suppose. Let's stop, because we've done 6 kilometres. Right. Workouts. While I'm on this screen, let's do it quick. Workout. If you haven't seen this already... Oh. Where are we? Hang on. Back. There we are. Look. Now, you can see here, look. Warm up for 10 minutes. 5 minutes at 12 kilometres an hour. 30 seconds at 6 kilometres an hour. 5 minutes at 14 kilometres an hour. 30 seconds at 6. These are now time-based workouts. Alyssa Henning over at Zwift HQ in Los Angeles. Hello to you. Thank you for the ride on. And Derry, thank you as well. So we now have time-based workouts. We will be writing more of these. I didn't write this one. This is a Zwift HQ one. They've written these specifically for the update. But we will be getting templates so that myself, Tim, John, whoever... can write some time-based workouts for you. So there will be time-based workouts coming. Wednesday workout, Monday run club. We are certainly going to try out time-based workouts and see how they go. So that is one good new thing about the update. Unfortunately, the timing and distance stuff didn't work, but they are still working on it. They will get there in the end. And we did have a great chat this morning with this Zwift HQ guy, whose name I've now forgotten. Was it Keith? Anyway, or Kevin? No. Anyway, I said to him, we're hopeful that in 10 years' time, Zwift virtual running will be in the Olympics. Because as you may know or may not know, the Olympic Committee have given a big thumbs up to the idea of virtual cycling being in the Olympics very soon. And he didn't balk at the idea of running. He said that's the goal long term. Once they can get things like distance and timing bugs sorted out and get verification working so that we know people who are running are verified runners who can do the times that they are doing online. The goal is to do the same as with cycling, is to have esports, virtual running as a recognised sport and that could be part of the Olympics one day. It's not Keith Lemington, yeah, it was something like that, wasn't it? So it's not beyond the realms of possibility. Anyway, there we are. We're a long way from that yet. But like I said, go and listen to the Zwiftcast with Simon Schofield, the Eric Min interview. Check out the time-based workouts, Michigan's 1, 2 and 3 that have just popped up in the workout folder. And we'll see you. When will we see you? What day is it today? Friday today. So, right, I'm not on tomorrow. Unless I do something tomorrow afternoon, I'm probably not on tomorrow. Definitely not on Sunday because I will be doing a long run on Sunday. So we're back probably Monday morning early for a hill session and then Monday run club or catch up Tour de Zwift Monday evening. So we'll see you then. Thanks very much, everybody. Take care. Look after yourselves. Have a great weekend. Don't do anything too naughty.